All right, my friend, let's get it going. Let's get it going. I'm so excited about this topic. This topic right here, I'm so passionate about because it truly is all about mindset. And once you adopt the right money-making mindset, my friend, everything changes. This whole business is truly about mindset. That's where it starts. Mindset is everything when it comes to owning a business. And even just in life, right? Like in life in general, we have got to keep our mind right. Because let's be real, the world is throwing all kinds of stuff at us, right? And we are always looking to, improve our happy place, right? We're always looking to improve our finances and reduce stress and, just live in this high flying state. And when it comes to starting a business, it's no different. There's highs and there's lows, just like life. It doesn't matter what you do in life, there's going to be highs and lows. But one thing I know is that when it comes to starting a business, starting an online work from home business, you've got to learn how to employ yourself and have that mindset, right? Because your mindset is what's going to help you show up every day. Your mindset is what's going to help you push through when you're not seeing the sales that you want. Your mindset is what's going to help you push through when people are, not supporting your business, right? Your mindset is what's going to help you push through when people aren't responding to your TikToks and responding to your live videos, right? And you've got to be able to push through. And even when you have these highs, even whenever things are super, super up for you, you still need to have the right mindset so that you can maintain that income, so you can maintain professionalism, so you can maintain humility. Because what I know is you're never going to out earn your belief. You're never going to out earn your belief. Okay. And your income is never going to grow past your personal growth. Okay, so if you're excited, drop the word excited in the comments. I'm super excited to train you up today. And I want to introduce you to a concept that truly revolutionized my thinking. And it's even helped me to this day. So back in 2012, I started my first passive income business as a single mom. Okay, my husband passed away in 2008. My children were, oh gosh, how old were my kids? My kids were like when he passed away, they were like 2 and 3 when my kids passed away. But I started my business in 2012 when they were like 5 and 6. Now they are 18 and almost 20 years old. And they've always known me to work from home since 2013. In 2013, I was able to walk away from my job, and I haven't had a boss since. And it's not been easy, but it's been so worth it. And so I want to teach you today the right mindset that you need to have that's going to help you crush it online, help you make the money that you want, help you have the freedom that you want. What I know, especially as women, is that we have so much inside of us that is calling us out of our environment, the current environment that we're in, right? We may love our jobs, but we don't love the paycheck, right? We may love our jobs, but we would rather be home with our kids, right? We would rather have more options in life. And mindset is everything. So I want to introduce you to an incredible topic. I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is the cash flow quadrant. Okay, from Robert Kiyosaki's book. And this cash flow quadrant is going to just help you start with the right mindset and help you shift from an employee mindset to a CEO mindset, to a business owner mindset, because that's what it's going to take. Okay. And in reality, they're really not much different, like habit wise, they're really not. Right. And so being an employee, now you obviously know what being an employee, right? An employee, you clock in, you clock out, you follow a protocol, you have a boss, a physical boss. You might travel, get in the car, commute to work, right? That may be what your employee life looks like. Typically, employees their salaries are capped. You might get a bonus every now and again, right? So you get it, like you get the employee, okay? That's what an employee is. And then you also have self-employed. So self-employed does bring a lot more freedoms than being an employee, but being self-employed also has many restrictions. So for example, I used to own a gym. I had a brick and mortar gym. Hey, my friends, good. Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate you. I had a brick and mortar gym. Okay. I paid the landlord. I was the first one to get there, the last one to leave, right? It cost me over 10 grand to get started. And yeah, I was my own boss. However, I had to pay everybody else first. And I had overhead. So imagine being self-employed, right? You have a brick and mortar business. You get paid. Let's just say your business does, $10,000 in revenue for the month. Well, then you've got to pay all your employees. You've got to pay the overhead. You've got to pay whatever utilities. You've got to pay the marketing. You've got to do all the things. And then you're left with a small amount. And you've spent all of your time at the brick and mortar business. Okay. So that's self-employed. What you want to do is you want to transition from this side of the cash flow quadrant to this side of the cash flow quadrant. There's a big difference between being an employee and self-employed and being a business owner, okay? Being a business owner means that you have money that's working for you. You have a system in place where your money is working for you. So, for example, imagine going to bed at night knowing that you have a system that's on autopilot, that's working for you while you're asleep, while you're at work, while you're spending time with your family. Okay. That's what being a business or a system owner looks like. Okay. But what's interesting about being an employee and being a business owner is that the level of commitment is really the same. Okay. For example, with an employee, as an employee, you're going to show up no matter what, right? As an employee, you're going to show up no matter what because you have a job and you don't want to get fired and you've got bills to pay, correct? And so you've got to treat your business the same way. Okay. When you start your digital marketing business with Money Flow Magic, when you start your digital marketing business with me, you have to carry that same consistency over. Okay. You have to carry over that same consistency. But the distinct mindset between the two is that when you become a business owner, there are some things that you've got to accept. You have to accept that there's going to be an investment of time and money. You can start your business and open up 4 streams of income for $900, or you can start at the beginner level at $100. But either way it goes, you've got to first have a business mindset. A business owner mindset means I'm going to invest in my business financially, right? And then another mindset is, listen, as you be consistent in your business, as you're consistent with the 2-hour workday, and you're doing the income earning activities that I will teach you during the 2-hour workday, you have to know that you're likely not going to make millions of dollars, okay, in your first year. You might not even make 10,000 your first 3 months. There's different variables, but if you're okay with that, and if you're okay with knowing that, hey, I'm building something that's going to last, I'm building something, it's going to take time to grow. It's not like an employee where you go to work, you do an hour of work, and you get paid for that hour. Business ownership is saying, look, I'm willing to work and not see the results right away because I'm building my freedom machine. This is your freedom machine, right? This is going to allow you to make money in your sleep. It's going to allow you to do a little work during the day and know that you have a business that's working for you behind the scenes. So the mindset is, if you can carry over the consistency that you have with your regular job, if you can carry that consistency over, meaning you're going to show up every day, you're going to show up no matter what because you have goals. You're going to see this thing through. You're going to be committed to the process. You're going to humble yourself and learn. You're going to put in the time to learn the skills. Okay? You're going to put in the time to learn the skills it takes to attract your ideal customer. You're going to learn how to share your story. I'm going to teach you all of that, my friend, all of that. In fact, if you're new here, please make sure you follow and subscribe. Follow and subscribe, hit the share button, tag some friends that have talked about starting a business online, because that's all that I'm going to teach you today. It's all that I'm going to teach you on my channel even, right? Because what I know is that success is not reserved for just a certain demographic of people. Success is not reserved for just a certain amount of people who have a massive following, people that have all these skills and people that have all this business acumen. My friend, I barely graduated high school. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. Like, I am nobody special. I did not go to college. I could barely keep a job growing up, in 16, 17, 18, don't know. In fact, what I learned was, as soon as I asked for a day off and I wasn't granted that day off, I was like, yeah, working a job isn't for me. Thank you for the likes, friend. I was like, working a job is not for me. If I have to ask another adult for time off and they may not give it to me, I don't want to do this job thing. And so when my husband passed away and I was stuck at 27 years old with no job and 2 kids, my husband's gone, I had to humble myself and I had to get a job. And so I became a personal trainer at a gym, and I hated it because I was trading hours for dollars. I was shoving my kids in the daycare room every night. I was getting my kids off the bus and shoving them in a daycare room so I could train clients for $35 an hour for 4 hours every night. And I still had more month at the end of the money. I still couldn't pay my bills, barely pay my bills. I was still on government assistance. I was relying on the government, Social Security death benefits, and trying to work and raise 2 kids by myself. And I was like, something's got to give. And that's when I discovered passive income, the concept of leverage, being able to do work one time and get paid for it over and over again. Absolutely freaking incredible. With minimal effort to maintain, I was hooked, my friend, when I woke up to my first $500. I started my first business with $70 to my name. I joined an MLM. This is not an MLM, by the way, but I joined an MLM with $70 and turned it into nearly 1 million. And my kids and I have had a completely different life than we had before. But what I learned along the way was a lot of women don't want to sell supplements. They don't want to join an MLM. And so when I discovered the passive income blueprint, this money flow magic right here, when I discovered that, I was like, holy cow, I've got to tell everybody about this. Everybody that wants to work less and make more, make 100% profit, not have to coach customers and sell items, right? You're making 100% profit promoting products that are in high demand, digital products. The digital space is going to be a $346 billion industry next year. So this is a product that's in high demand. So let me tell you, in case you're like, okay, what product? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're saying, right? So let's cover some basics. Number one, you are going to own your own business. You're going to go from this side of the quadrant to this side, all right? And you're going to be a business owner. This is going to be your business. So I want you to imagine owning your own business for less than the cost of the cell phone you're watching me on. You own your own business. By day 3, you've launched it. And by day 7, you have profit. And it's a plug and play business, okay? Meaning you've got done for you automations, you've got done for you email marketing, and you've got 4 done for you digital products. And now you're thinking, well, okay, well, how do I sell those? And like, what do I do? Well, inside of our community, you are going to be equipped with a 90-day success sprint, success strategy. So every day you're going to do a small task, right? That's going to lead you to from 0 to 10K in 90 days, 0 to 10K in 90 days. Christmas is less than 60 days away. So what if you just did half of that? What if you made $5,000 by Christmas? How would that feel? How would it feel to have an extra $5,000 by Christmas and knowing that you can work this business in the pockets of your day? You can literally work this business in the car line if you're picking your kiddo up from school. So I'm going to teach you the 2-hour workday, how to master the income earning skills in 2 hours a day. So you can break that up however you want to break it up. But then what would it feel like if you were driving your kid home from school and you made $600 on the way home? That's exactly what happened to me. I had my first $1,500 day while I was with my family. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. So yes, you do own your own business and you make 100% profit, but you're not by yourself. I will help you along with a community full of like 50,000 people inside Legacy Builders community that are going to help you and equip you for success. So if you've got questions, you've got 24 hours support. The biggest thing is, and like I was saying in the beginning of the live, is making sure that you have the right mindset. You're already a great employee. You show up every day. You don't call in sick. If you can take that same work ethic and just put it into a vehicle, the right vehicle that's going to pay you what you're worth, can you imagine what life would look like a year from now? OMG. So what happened to me was I took my $70, I put it into a passive income system. My first 6 weeks, I made $1,100 and I was blown away because my goal was only $500. And I was doing this alongside raising my kids, my 2 kids by myself, working my other job. Okay, did I freeze over here on TikTok? What happened? What happened on TikTok? I think I just froze. Oh no, did I freeze on TikTok? I think I did. I can't tell. All right, excuse me real quick. Hold on. I'm like, I'm stuck over here on TikTok, I think. Let me see. My phone froze. Okay, let me go back. I think it may have gotten overheated. I don't know. All right, so we'll try this again, but resume. Okay, I think I can resume now. Yay, it looks like I can. Okay, we're resuming. All right. Okay, we're resuming. Okay. All right, my bad. Sorry about that. It looked like I froze and got kicked out. Ask some questions. Drop some questions in the comments. What are you thinking? What's holding you back from getting started? What questions do you have? I'm happy to answer your questions. But my biggest thing when I do these videos and even in my content is just helping you build confidence, right? If I can help you simplify in order to multiply, you just need to get out of your own head. And that's why I started a brand new TikTok. I started a brand new TikTok, brand new Instagram, brand new YouTube, started from ground zero. Okay. Why did I do that? Well, because I wanted to show you, the brand new person, that you don't have to start with a massive following. You do not have to start with a massive following. You don't even have to start all perfect and polished. What you just have to do is just start. and you'll learn as you earn. It takes time to learn the skills, right? You're looking at someone who's been doing this now, let's see, for almost, 10, 12, 13 years. For 13 years, I've been doing this, my friend. Okay. It doesn't happen overnight. Now, with this business, I haven't been doing very long, but the skills are the same. Learning how to show up online, learning how to attract your ideal customer, learning how to sell without selling. That's one of the biggest hang up I get is, Janet, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. What if I told you you didn't have to? What if I told you that all you needed to learn was how to share your story? What happens is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they start a business is they start trying to sell the business. They start trying to focus on all of the perks of the business. Oh, there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this. When we have to start with just your story, how did passive income help you out, help me out if you haven't started yet? Well, single mom, my husband passed away, broke, more month at the end of the money. I wanted time and money together. I wanted to be able to raise my kids without time or money issues. I wanted to be able to say yes to my kids because I wanted to, right? I did not want my bank account to determine what I could and couldn't do with my kids. I didn't want to be up under someone else's thumb. I didn't want anybody telling me what I could and couldn't do. I didn't want anybody telling me where and when I had to be there. I wanted full control over my life, my friend. I wanted to be in control of my life in every way possible. And that is what passive income provided me. And that's what I want to give to everybody. That's what I want to give to you. I want you to experience what it's like to not have to wake up to an alarm clock every day. I want you to experience what it's like to wake up and be like, you know what? I think I'm going to work out this morning. I think I might go get my nails done. Oh, you know what? Let me go eat lunch with my boy. Let's go to the school. Maybe you want to volunteer more. Maybe you want to pay cash for Christmas. Maybe you want to give more. Maybe you want to donate more. Maybe you want to have more time to volunteer. I don't know what it is, but what I know is that you're going to have time and money together if you truly want those things. All right. So employee, business owner, and then we have investor. Now, what is the difference really between employee, this side of the quadrant and this side of the quadrant? This side of the quadrant works less and makes more money because they have systems in place. Their money is working for them. For example, with an investor, you put the money in and it grows. Business owner, you put the time in and the money and the business keeps working and the money keeps coming even when you're not working. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please, my friend. Yes, please, Jay. Yes, please. We want to be on this side of the quadrant. We want to work less and make more money, right? We want to work 2 hours a day and make $900 days, have $900 days, right? We want to work less and make more. So you've got to be on that side of the quadrant. You're never going to get rich being an employee, my friend. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get rich over here. You might get rich being self-employed, but you'll be in time debt. You won't have any time. Okay? We need to get you on this side of the quadrant. Business owner, making money in your sleep. That's where it's at. I'll never forget when I made my first $500 overnight. It tripped me out. I woke up at 5 a.m., checked my account, and I was like, holy cow, I made $500 while I was asleep. This is the best thing ever. Best thing ever. But it wasn't the money. It was the time freedom. Being able to take my children on vacation and make money while we're gone. And not even have to ask anyone if I could go on the vacation. I'd have to put time. I didn't have to use PTO, right? It was just like, hey, you know what? And then one of my favorite memories, I reached out to my girlfriend, Shelly, and I was like, let's go hiking. She was like, really, where? I was like, let's go to Yosemite. Literally, let's go to Yosemite National Park. 2 weeks later, guess what we're doing? We're hiking Upper Falls. We're hiking Upper Falls 2 weeks later, like, yes, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just get on a plane, go to California. Let's go hike. Let's just do it. Ooh, that just gets me so excited. I want to do that right now. I want to do that again. Like, let's do it again. But first things first, my friend, is I just want you to feel empowered. I want you to know that you have everything it takes to take the whistle and put it around your neck. And you might be like, well, what do you mean whistle? Well, think of the professions of people that have to wear a whistle. What is the first profession that comes to mind? Okay, I think of a referee or an umpire. Well, back in 2012, I was not the referee of my life. My bank account was telling me, nope, can't do that. My job was telling me, nope, can't do that. Like an umpire and referee, they make the rules of the game. They actually don't not necessarily make the rules, but they enforce the rules, right? They enforce the rules of the game. And I was not enforcing the rules of the game in my life. My bank account was, my job was, my lack of options was, my horrible resume, my criminal history. That's what was dictating what I could and couldn't do in life until I learned about business ownership, until I saw the cash flow quadrant. And I was like, yep, I want to go from here to here. How do I go from here to here? Own a business, own a system, own a system, own a passive income system, my friend. That's how you're going to do it. And so if you're super excited to get started, please visit the link. If you're on TikTok, it's up here. If you're on Instagram, it's link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it's down here. All right. But that's where you got to get started. And what's going to happen is once you go to the link, check your email, okay? Or check your spam box to make sure my email didn't go to spam. And then you're going to get a pop-up video. Make sure you watch the pop-up video and then just go from there. Okay? I love you. Have a great night.